and I swear I must have found like $1 worth of stuff.
Shop number 5, Dave&adams. I'm not gonna lie to you guys, this is significantly bigger than I thought it was gonna be, especially when I heard it was downtown in New York City, Manhattan. It's honestly a crazy amount of stuff. Like, I don't know what they use the space for so far. Hopefully once we talk to Steve, we're gonna have a better idea. I mean, it looks like live breaks happen over here, a chilling area. We've got literally autographed everything. A crazy amount of singles, and I've already seen some stuff that kind of catches my eye. And I mean, this is back-to-back bangers, banger card shops. So I'm excited. I mean, let's go dive into this a little bit, and hopefully we get a nice little tour of this place. So we've got Steve here. He's the manager of this location, and he's also from New York. So I mean, obviously they brought on the right man for the job in terms of opening up this shop. Steve, I mean, talk to me a little bit about like being the person who's kind of like head this whole project, this New York project, versus like the flagship in Buffalo.
Yeah, I mean, born and raised in New York, from the island, not the city, but still New Yorker, I like to call myself. Yeah. Not quite as big as Buffalo, but pretty big, like you said, when we came in the store. So.
I couldn't believe it, honestly. Like like I told them, like as soon as I walked in, I was pretty damn surprised with like how deep this place goes and how long it is.
Yeah, no, it's pretty intense. Like, I mean, you see on camera, you see like on the videos online, and you walk in the store, you're like, whoa, the ceiling, dude, is like crazy. It looks
definitely
so much bigger.
Doesn't do it justice for sure, man.
We have literally something for everybody. We even have some merch and stuff over here, some apparel.
Yeah, and you got a little basketball game here too.
Yeah, we just that's a new a new piece in the store.
That's cool.
I don't know who got that record, but I did have the record before that.
Oh yeah?
I think that's a 2-person record. I have the single record. 94 is the single record.
Someone's cheating.
Yeah, no, we got a bunch of cheaters here. So I've been collecting for probably 15 or so years, but I've been like professionally in the hobby for 10. So it's been my life the last 10, 11 years.
So you were here before the boom?
The store I grew up at that I worked on Long Island for years, I mean, there were days where a handful of people would come in from the day, and then COVID just blew it up. Yeah. And there were people in and out of that store all day long. So I've seen it, you know, from the lows to the highs, and now we kind of, you know, I feel like we're at a good point now. It's like a healthy hobby right now, I think.
How's that been for you to see this kind of like massive shift over the last?
I mean, it's great. When I was in high school, I didn't tell anybody I was collecting cards. It's not that it like wasn't cool, but
I mean, it wasn't cool.
It kind of wasn't cool. You know what I mean? Like I was collecting Rangers cards, and people were doing whatever the hell kids do. But now it's like a cool thing. We have kids that come in all the time. They're high school age that buy stuff. So it's cool that it's cool now. I like it. Because people that like are just getting in the hobby, they'll like ask me, oh, what do you suggest? I'm like, to be honest with you, just collect what you like. Yeah. Because I know even me for a little while, like I said, I'm a big hockey and soccer guy. And and during COVID though, I was starting to kind of get, I like basketball, I never really collected it much. But I was just kind of like following the money, and basketball was the money, and I started buying that. I was just like looking around like, man, I don't even like this stuff. I'm just buying it because it's worth a lot of money. Yeah. Zion PSA 10s, and I was a bag holder on half of that stuff.
That's what I'm saying. What's your favorite part of this shop?
I mean, one of the coolest things in here actually is I show everybody this just because I think it's insane. I'm not really a big mem guy, but for me this here, it's from 1922. It's the Yankee Stadium building loan agreement. I'm a big history guy. I just think that's like sick.
Oh my God. Yeah. That goes like way outside the realm of like conventional mem. You know
that's like the coolest thing.
That is definitely not something you see every day.
Yes, 100%. But I mean, like you could look in these. We have like it's a Jeter game used cleat, Jeter Posada helmet. So again,
and you guys got the ticket stubs, which I love, by the way. I'm a big ticket stub guy.
Also, like that, the price range that they're at, it just seems so cheap for that kind of stuff.
You know what I mean? We're officially friends.
Yeah, there we go.
Honestly, it's stupid. Like, they don't even print ticket stubs anymore.
No, you can't get them. And if you do, they're like the ugliest things you've ever seen.
And they all say like commemorative, because like they're not actually like the
I know, that's what the Rangers are doing this year. They're doing like commemorative for the 100th season. I'm like,
it's lame as hell though. I'm like, I want like the moment. I want like the person who is sitting in this seat. I know. I kind of want to feel that when I'm holding this thing.
My dad's had Yankee season tickets for years. And I always used to love when you had the book, you could keep the ticket. It's just like great, now all that stuff's gone.
How does it feel to have someone who is in New York who also collects?
Yeah, he's big in the hobby.
Yeah.
I know. It's cool. I mean, I like that a lot of the athletes are starting to get into it. Because, you know, we did have here actually, Will Warren from the Yankees.
Yeah, of course.
So he's a big collector.
Really?
Yeah, so he was in the store, it was a couple months ago he did a signing here, and we actually somehow were able to buy his Super Fractor. Topps Chrome autographed Super Fractor and gave it to him. He's like over the moon.
Oh my goodness.
So yeah, he's trying to collect every one of one that he has. So
that is crazy feat.
Yeah, I always like when the athletes are collectors.
Yeah,
so that was
that
cool.
is nuts, man.
Yeah, and he was telling us he told me Judge is a big collector also. He was saying there's a few guys on the Yankees. Mark Leiter Jr. is a big collector.
I know Nestor is.
Yeah, Nestor's been a collector for a couple years. Yeah. He's been like a known collector for a few years.
Yeah.
Listen, it's cool. The hobby's cool again. Even when I met my wife 6 years ago, and I was like kind of afraid to tell her this one. It's still when I tell people like, what?
Yeah.
All the time.
It's always like cars instead of cars.
I was just about to say that. You know how many times I've started talking about Lamborghinis and like Bugattis with people just because I don't feel like explaining? Like in the back of an Uber, and the guy's like, oh, what do you do for a living? I was like, I spell sports cards. And he goes, oh, like Lamborghinis? And I was like, yeah, like that. Maseratis and all that stuff.
Happens every time, dude. I was in Uber literally 2 days ago, and he was like, "Oh, like, so what do you do?" I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'm in like cards." And he's like, "Oh, cars?" I was like, "No, like baseball cards." And like he just shrinks. You know what I mean? He's like, "Oh, okay."
I know. Like, oh well, that's cool too. Yeah. When I met my wife, I told her, I was, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna be like," because I wanted to be a fireman and all this stuff. But then this just like blew up, and I was like, oh, I could just like do this all the time. Yeah. I mean, if I told my wife back then that this was what I was gonna do for the rest of my life, probably would never got married.
No,
I would have ended.
She would have called you like a bum.
Yeah. No shot.
Yeah.
And I will say, this case is like juiced. Every box that somebody buys, they post something crazy.
Really?
Somebody bought an 18 Topps Chrome, the Shohei year, pulled a Shohei auto.
Shohei auto?
Yeah, Shohei auto. We had the
what?
I think is it 09 Bowman. What is the Trout? Is it 09 regular Bowman or Bowman Chrome? I can't remember.
09 Bowman.
Let's just call it 09 Bowman. But whatever it was, somebody bought it, pulled the Trout out.
No way.
I'm telling you, every box somebody's brought from here. Somebody bought a 17 Prism, pulled them Mahomes. I was like, it's crazy.
From the Blasters?
Not from the Blaster. It was from a hobby box.
I'm
Blasters
right now, man. There's like some voodoo happening with this case.
No, because sometimes people come in and like, oh, where is this box from? Which is a good a good question. Yeah. It's not like, oh, we bought it off the street from some guy. But I'm always like, oh yeah, it came from. A lot of it is like stuff that we've had sitting in Buffalo.
Well, I mean, you
guys
have had like you've been distributors for so long.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
So that's what I told him. I actually said, yes. So that box is actually from a case that we had in Buffalo, and sure enough, the guy pulled a Trout autograph, and he's like, I'm never questioning it again. So, in terms of cards, everything in these stand-ups here, this is all stuff that's $150 or less. So all singles, all broken down by sports. This is all baseball, football, basketball,
ton of Aaron
hockey.
Judge.
Yeah, we even have Pokemon down there. That's also like 150 or less.
That's awesome.
Then in our main showcases over here, this is also all organized, but this is all stuff that's going to be over 150. I mean,
I see a ton of Dynasty.
Yeah,
patches.
This entire
is this
case.
The whole case is Dynasty.
This entire
patches?
case is straight Dynasty.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it is some pretty intense cards in here.
There's a Judge Dynasty right there.
Yeah.
This might be an entire Yankee side.
The middle row is all Yankees.
I like how there's like themes here though.
I know. Have you ever seen so many like Jeter autographs? There's an absurd amount of Jeter autographs.
I've never seen this many.
You get the Jeter Judge duel. It's a sick card.
I saw a lot of these guys at Fanatics Fest at a panel, and they were hilarious.
Really?
Oh yeah, they were funny. Yeah. They were throwing each other under the bus. It was actually it was good.
This entire showcase is just Judge.
A gold.
Yeah, there's all kinds of crazy Judges in here.
Oh my god. And like, what's the market for Judge like here?
This stuff is crazy. I mean, it's slowed down a little bit now. It's just how baseball is. The off season, it's basically any sport.
Yeah.
But I mean, during the season, we couldn't keep a Judge card. I mean, this thing was like, it was impossible to keep it stocked. There was like, we would sell 5, 6, 7 of these a day, like over, you know, like these are cards that are like, these are cards that are like thousands of dollars, and you're flying through them.
Being in New York and having probably the most foot traffic that I've ever seen outside of any shop, honestly, you probably get a lot of new people in shop, like people who have maybe never collected before.
Yeah, all the time.
So what are some things that you think, like going into 2026, if someone's looking to get into the hobby, what are some things that you think that they need to know, or what's like one thing that you think is something pivotal for someone looking to jump into this space?
I think the first thing that's like most important is like just collect what you like. Don't get too caught up in like just watching breaks and being like, well, it seems like everybody's buying this. I mean, when I was younger, my dad used to, not that he was like getting on me, but it was like, oh, don't buy hockey cards, they're never gonna be worth anything. Because when he was collecting in like the 90s, I guess, it was just baseball. Yeah, it was just, he's like, oh, baseball cards, like hockey's not. So if you collect what you like, that's the first thing, so you're at least having fun. So you're not just opening the box and be like, oh, I didn't get anything, it's just no fun. You know what I mean? So that's important. And then also just kind of like having a budget. Like that's the first thing I ask people too when they come in here. It's like, oh, I want to get into it. I'm like, well, how much are you looking to spend? Because I could just point you to this box over here that's $10,000. It's amazing. But if your budget is $500, I can point you to this or stuff like that. But
I think that's important. I mean, for sure, collecting what you love, and it seems like everybody's saying that, which like makes me feel really good about like the people who are on the ground floor having conversations with people. But also like budget, which is something that like no one's talked about so far.
Exactly. It's important.
It is important for sure, right? Because I mean, you don't want to extend like outside your means, because like then it's not fun anymore. There's too much like on the line.
Exactly.
You know what I mean?
And you have to know why you're getting it. Are you getting into it because you want to open a bunch of packs? Because in that, then you could buy retail, and you just want to, if you're just having fun opening packs, it's great. But I've had a lot of people like get into it, and I try to tell them like, listen, this stuff's not bad, but it's supposed to be entry level. So like you have to temper your expectations when you're opening this stuff. Where like the hobby is where you're gonna pull that more expensive, like those crazy cards that you're seeing, 9 times out of 10 it's coming from hobby. So like I've had people come in and spend thousands just buying tons of retail, and they'll come in and like try to sell stuff back to me, and I'm like, there's not a lot here. And I kind of like feel bad. I'm like I kind of told you so, but like I'm not gonna go, you know what I mean?
Yeah, of course.
But so you have to kind of understand that too, where you have to be buying the right stuff. And that's not to say that you're always gonna pull something great, because I can't remember the last time I pulled a good card. So it's still I truthfully cannot remember the last time I pulled a good card.
I literally said I don't remember last time. I mean, I can't recall ever pulling something that was worth more than like $100.
Really?
Yeah.
I don't have a lot of crazy pulls either. The craziest thing I ever pulled was, I think it was like 3 or 4 years ago. It was one of the first breaks, like just of soccer that I ever did. It was a good buddy of mine running a break, and he was doing like 3-team thing. It was 2022 Prism World Cup. And he ended up pulling me a Messi color wheel, which was like at the time it was like a $3,000 card. I think it's even more now. But that was like the greatest pull I ever had in my life. There were some numbered cards, silvers and stuff, but at the time they weren't worth anything. And I had like 5-row shoe boxes filled, and I was like, I don't know what to do with this stuff anymore. And I just like, I didn't like throw it out, but I just kind of left it outside like in the garage. And I was expecting eventually just be thrown out, but my mom saved all of it. She was like, you don't throw this stuff out. And during COVID, I started going through those 5-row boxes, and I swear I must have found like $15,000 worth of stuff. It was like an obscene amount. I remember just going.
You got to tip them off.
Yeah.
Right?
Oh.
She got a crazy birthday gift that year.
Love you, Mom. That was crazy. Yeah, that was insane.
I think I like the Lungfist, man. You guys do any like trades, or you want to just?
Let me see what you. I'll take a look what you have.
I pulled out some hockey. Again, don't feel obligated to. I could just buy it outright.
No. Let me see.
I don't want people to take shit that they don't want.
You're the key.
We don't run that kind of show here.
Match this comp as trade.
And we do 95? Is that what you're saying?
Yeah.
I would do that.
Want to do that?
Yeah.
Okay.
Is that okay?
Yeah, works for me.
Fucking right, bro.
Cool. There we go. Deal.
I love it, man. Yeah. Got a deal done at Dave&adams. Right. So we just made a trade. We added to the PC, so we're building out the 2005 Young Gun set in PSA 10s. So picked up the King Henrik in New York. It's perfect, very fitting. PSA 10. And we traded a Jason Robertson Future Watch Auto, PSA 9 with a 10 auto, plus cash, and taking home another memory in stop number 5. Dave&adams, New York, unbelievable.